Mythbusters, a full moon's effect on human behavior. So the myth states that full moons are said to alter the behavior of humans in a strange manner. That being crime, mental health, and aggression are at an all-time high when there's a full moon. So people tend to believe this for many different reasons. One of these being a confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when a person uses non-factual evidence that they gather to support an idea believed to be true from their personal experiences. So police officers, doctors, and other professionals in the field of public service claim strange events occur under a full moon. These strange events include high rates of crime, suicide, car accident, and increased admittance into psychiatric hospitals and non-psychiatric hospitals. Another reason people believe this is because of the moon and tidal relationship. An odd myth was that surgeons wouldn't operate under a full moon. This was because the idea that blood loss is increased under full moons. Believers of this myth say that blood loss occurs because of the influence the moon has on the bloodstream. It is thought that a potential tidal force that acts on seas and oceans also acts on the water inside humans. Despite the claim, there was no logic to back this up. Another reason was pop culture and folklore. So Hollywood depicted these full moons as being times of folkloric and unexplainable occurrences. There's no question that pop culture has brought this myth to light. Recent vampire and werewolf movies have sparked a new interest in this myth. The full moon is said to play an important role in sparking the emergence of these folkloric creatures, giving that the basis for why people believe that. After talking to 3 people, I got their opinion. The first person I asked found this myth to be false. The person didn't believe this because they had never experienced any strange behavior or unordinary event under a full moon. So the lack of evidence was their evidence. Person one's evidence was all based on a personal anecdote. They had no experiences of strange events, so they thought it was false. Person two believed this myth. They believed this myth because of a family member who was in the police force and always told stories of how under a full moon, crime, aggression, and these strange acts were at an all-time high. However, this was just a personal anecdote with no basis of empirical data to support this. The person I asked found the myth to be true. Person 3 believed this myth to be true because they believed in the supernatural. This person believes that when a full moon is present, unexplainable things and creatures come out. So I think pop culture and the way that they depict a full moon may have influenced this person's beliefs. However, that's just a personal anecdote with no empirical data to confirm it. So let's get to the facts. In a small community hospital, a study was conducted in the emergency department. Over a 4-year period, a total of 35,087 people were admitted into the emergency department. Of all the people admitted, no significant differences were found on a full moon. This does not support the myth. This occurrence of a full moon showed that the full moon has no effect on the total number of people admitted. Another study was conducted, this time recording the number of incidents of aggression that were dangerous enough to require intense physical restraint. So over the 17 years that the data was recorded, there were 210 days in which a full moon was present. And over those 17 years, there were 12,200 incidents. After analyzing the data, no relationship between incidents of extreme aggression and a full moon was found. This goes against the myth. A full moon had no effect on the acts of aggression. So in conclusion, the myth states that a full moon is said to make people act strange, to act crazy or act aggressive or commit a crime. However, after looking at many studies, there was no empirical evidence to support this. So this leads me to believe that the moon has no effect on how people act. And here are the references.